What's going on, Card Pack? Today I'm coming at you with the top 10 football players that are selling the most. So the players that are selling the most cards right now. I'm getting a lot of messages from people asking me about, hey, the Super Bowl's coming up. Who should I be buying? Who should I be selling? Who's going up? Who's going down? And I'm going to answer all that today, at least going over the top 10. It's going to help give you some insights. There's some interesting stuff on there too. And now I want to remind you I'm doing a giveaway. I'm giving away an NFL Prism Cello pack. Those are going for $30 plus shipping. And I'm giving that away. I'm going to do that. I'm going to pick the winner on February 7th. And in order to be qualified to be an entrant, you need to be subscribing on YouTube, and you need to like this video. And actually, every time you like a video, as long as you meet the other requirements, that is an entry for you. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to randomly pick a comment, and I'm going to check to make sure that comment fulfills the other parts of the qualifiers, if you will. And then as long as that person is, boom, they win. And I'll contact them. But if they're not, I'll move on to the next random comment. So in order to do that, you need to subscribe on YouTube and then follow me on Instagram. And then follow me on one of the two, Twitter or TikTok. All the links are in the description. And then, of course, every time you like a video, if you leave 10 comments on this video, that's still only one entry. But if you leave a comment on this video and the video I left yesterday and the video I leave tomorrow, those are 3 entries as long as you meet the other qualifications. I hope that makes sense. Also, I want to remind you before we get into the content that I have the Sports Card Society, where almost every day I send an exclusive video outlining a good sports card investing opportunity to my members. May make a video. I show all the research, all the reasoning why, to really help them make a decision if they want to. For instance, recently I was recommending the Fernando Tatis Topps Chrome and Topps Update PSA 10. We were getting it for around $75-$80. The latest one sold for $190. So that's just in a month's time, if that. So that's pretty great. And then what else? I was recommending just a week or two ago the Kobe Bryant Skybox Z-Force, because what I found is that this is a lower population count card, and the pricing just didn't match everything else. So we were getting this for around $150-$160. Latest one sold for $230. That's just in a week and a half's time. So a lot of good stuff going on there. Plus, as a member of the society, you get discount PSA grading. You get 20-day grading, for just $25. If you go on the PSA website, you'll see that they have 25-day grading for $50. So pretty good stuff there. Plus, we have a private Discord group where we chat amongst each other and really talk about we share some pretty interesting finds and make a lot of good discoveries there. So there you go. And I'm going to be raising the price of the membership very soon. It's only $9.99 a month, but I realize for how much time I'm putting into it, how much value I'm putting into it, I just need to charge more for it. So it's $9.99 right now, but I'm going to be raising the price very soon. So if you want to lock it in, the link is in the description, SportsCardSociety.com. Let's get into the content. Card pack. All right. Now, here we are. By the way, please give this video a like. It really helps the YouTube algorithm, and I sure appreciate it. That's for sure. All right, so here I'm in the Market Movers tool. I pulled up football in the grade PSA 10 over the last 7 days. And this one will not surprise you. In terms of, so what we're looking at is the number of sales. And Patrick Mahomes has the most sales of any football card. He has 150 sales over his 24 cards that are in the Market Mover system. And they've went up a total of 19.4%. Again, this Market Movers tool, a lot of people ask me about it. I talk about it all the time. This is by far the most important tool I use in sports card investing. The link is in the description. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off your first month or your first year, whichever whatever subscription you choose. Let's pull up some of these Patty Mahomes. Hope his mom's not listening. She'll get pissed because I don't say Patrick. Patrick. God, it's driving me nuts. You remember that Monday night? Did you see that Monday Night Football game where Lewis was calling him Pat Mahomes? Or Patty Mahomes too, and his mom just couldn't stop tweeting that she was so pissed because Pat is his dad. He's Patrick. Lady, how blessed are you? Shut up. God. All right, here we go. His premiere, that shouldn't surprise you. If you've been listening to me for any amount of time, you know how much I'm a fan. I'm an evangelist for the Select product because the pop counts are low as hell. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pull this up real quick. Let's see what the pop count of this is. That's nice. I just click a little button there and this winds on up. I don't know how fast my internet is going, but let's take a look-see, shall we? Whew. Pop count, 364. Beautiful card. Nice chrome finish. And it's a hobby-only product, so you can't find it in Walmart or Target or something like that. That's why the pop count is so low, because they just print way less of them than say, oh, what's that one? Prism. So it's gone up. So if you bought this card basically before they won the game, it was $2,300, and now it's up to $2,500. The question is, does it keep going up leading up to the Super Bowl? I think yes. But that's just my opinion. That's my guess. Let's pull this chart up real quick just to see what it's done all month. Let's see. So, could have got this card down here for $1,625. Interesting. That's quite a nice gain. Wow. That is $1,625 to $2,500 over the course of 17 days. Yes, please. What? All right, on to the next. Let's look at one more patty, because I want to look at his prism. Where's your damn prism? I mean, that's red, white, and blue. That hasn't moved much. Looks like there aren't many sales of that. There's only been 6 sales of this Premier, and this is the Premier level. Because there's Concourse, then Premier, then Field Side in football. In basketball, they have Court Side. Let's see if we can find his regular prism, because it's got to be in here. Field level. Very low pop count card. It's Prism Silver, going for 10 grand. This is just blasphemy. I'm going to give a little bit of education right here. Prism Silver, select field level. Let's check out the pop counts of each. Almost 11,000 was the last sale, and 11 of these have moved over this last week, so that's quite a mover this week. The pop count's not going to be crazy high, but let's just see what it is compared to the select field level. 851. 851, as you can see here, that card's gone up from 85 to 14. Damn. Whoa. That's a nice return. Should have bought that shite. Now let's check out the field level. In terms of the pop count, check it. 68? 68. 68. I didn't even know it was that low. So there's been one sale. Because it's just they just don't exist. Give me the field level over that select silver, over that Prism Silver. Give me the 68 instead of whatever the other one was, which was not a lot, but way more than this. I think that's a good comparison right there. And the Prism's going to be the same deal, except for more egregious. Show me the damn Prism. There it is. It's went up 50%. Let's check out the pop count. And then we're going to fly through the other 9, because I don't want to make this video too long. All right, I am actually surprised at how low that is. 496. All right, that is pretty low. Oh, that's right, because in 2017, all of the cards, right? Weren't all of the cards silvers? I thought in 2017, it's because it's 2018. Oh, okay, because there's not a 2017 Prism, because the only Prisms that they made were Prism Silvers. That's it. 2017 is all Prism Silver. But that's not a bad price for the 2018. Ooh, whoops. All right, number 2, Tom Brady. That shouldn't be a big shocker either. 96. I gotta pull up some of his, because his cards are so high priced. Not overpriced. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they are big. So these are all rookies in the year 2000. Interesting stuff. Press. I'm going to do an in-depth look at all these Tom Brady rookies for my society, and I'm going to make a video on what I find on the best values I find, like I did with the Kobe, like that Skybox. It was so undervalued, and it's still so undervalued based on its actual population count compared to other cards. It was so undervalued, and it's still so undervalued. So the 9, the PSA 9, that is. The 10 was all right, but the 9, even compared to the 10 of the Kobe, it was ridiculous how much lower the 9 was than the 10. Because typically a 9 should be about, a 10 should be about 3.5 times what a 9 is. Now, that's not a hard rule, but it's a pretty good guide. And on a player like Kobe, that should reign true on his rookies. And it reigns true on legends and their rookies, and then modern cards, really. Any card that's really solid, that pretty much reigns true, in my experience. And I saw that 9 was like a 10th of the 10. And I was like, that does not make, that's ridiculous. I bought 2 of them. So there was a lot where a guy was selling 2, and I bought 2 of them, and I was very happy about it. Still am. Still am happier every day. Look at these. What's the biggest one? Bowman Chrome. Whew. What's the biggest one in here? Upper Deck. Okay. That's a big one. Let's pull that one up. See what the pop count is on that. If you're new to sports card investing, pop count is the population report. It means how many exist. So this card, well, only 1350 exist, period, because it's a serial number. But this card, in the PSA 10 grade, there's 113 of them that exist. Pop count, population report. We call it pop count, okay, in case you're new. I got to remember that there's a lot of new people getting in all the time, and I'm trying to give education here. So I got to lay out those basic foundations sometimes. Number 3, Josh Allen, but he's down 20%. People are getting rid of him. They're offloading. They took the bet. They took the gamble. They said, hey, if he beats Mahomes, his cards are going to go nuts, which is true. They would go effing bananas, BANANAS, bananas. I need to drink some coffee. Give the man a moment. Josh Allen, not going to pull up any of his cards, all going down. Deshaun Watson, his are going up. But you know why? Because he's in the news a bunch. I mean, other than the teams going to the damn Super Bowl, all I hear about is Houston and Deshaun Watson over and over and over again. That is the biggest thing that I hear about. And then, of course, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. But I'd say Deshaun's been going on for weeks, even though they're not in the playoffs. They've been talking about Deshaun Watson since the season ended, the regular season. And he's not even in the playoffs. Because people are wondering, where's he going to go? Because if he goes, that's why he's up. Because the market, I think, feels pretty confident he's going to go somewhere else. I'm not as sure as I think most of the market is. I'm not as sure as Deshaun Watson is. But I think because they've got this new coach, because I think they can talk him off the ledge. I think they can talk him off the ledge and get him to come back in. But they could trade him. I mean, teams would take his contract. Where would he go? Where would be a good spot? I don't know. The Houston Texans are a pretty shitty spot, straight up. Bill O'Brien, dude, that DeAndre Hopkins trade, easily the worst trade I've ever seen. I feel like he got blackmailed. Because I don't know how you would possibly do that. You get rid of one of the best wide receivers to ever play the game, I think, in his prime, on a pretty decent contract for what he is, with an all-star, with a Pro Bowl young super talent Deshaun Watson. To get rid of that mega receiver, I feel like Cliff Kingsbury or something had blackmail on him. Like, it was egregious. But if you're a Cardinals fan, something has to go your way sometimes, I'm a Vikings fan. I would like something to go my way sometimes. We've never won a Super Bowl. Been to 4. I've watched 3 heartbreaking NFC championship games, 2 especially heartbreaking, 2 egregiously, ridiculously heartbreaking. Oh no, I've watched 4 heartbreaking. 2 were just super duper bad. That 98 one with Randy Moss when he was a rookie. We were 15-1 that year, and Gary Anderson, our kicker, misses a 35-yard field goal that would have won the game for us. And by the way, he was perfect on that year. He was 35 of 35 for field goals. And then fittingly, he misses a 35-yard chip shot to win the game. I'm gonna move on. All right, number 5. Whew, that's depressing. Kyler Murray. Okay, speaking of the Cardinals, he's up 4.7%. That makes sense. People are like, I believe in Kyler Murray. He looked really good. I think he's going to take another step up next year. I agree. I have Kyler Murray cards. I have a Kyler Murray Prism, 2 of them, I think. I have Kyler Murray, Donruss. I have several Kyler Murray rookies because I think he takes another step up next year. They just got to figure it out. I think he's got to run a little more. I think he's got to run a little because when they were running, they were beating people's butts. And then, like, some point in the season, they stopped running. I mean, maybe he got hurt a little bit, but he seemed to still, but they really went away from the run of him. And that really changed the way the defenses looked at him and played him, because you basically take 1 to 2 people off of the defense when you have a quarterback that can run, but he stopped being a threat because they stopped using him that way. All right, number 6. Lamar Jackson also makes sense. So we're looking at all quarterbacks. By the way, if you buy football, if you invest in football cards, quarterbacks only. Just please. Quarterbacks only and legends. If you want to go buy Jerry Rice, if you want to go buy Randy Moss, if you want to buy Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, Walter Payton, guys like that, yeah, sure, okay, yep. But basically quarterbacks. Next guy, Dwayne Haskins. What? 57? Who's buying Dwayne? What cards of his are selling? What is this? What? Who? Huh? Who is buying Dwayne Haskins? He's terrible. He's so terrible. Why? Whatever. I thought Dwayne Haskins would be on here in going down like 80%, selling. I wouldn't have been surprised if he was top of the list, down 80%, selling as many as people could find. But then again, I'm like, who the hell's buying this? Next guy, Baker. That makes sense. Down 0.1%. He had a good run here. I think he built some confidence in the market, in his team, in his fans, in himself this year. So that's interesting. Next guy, Drew Lock. What? Pause. Dramatic effect. What is going on here? Why are you buying Dwayne Haskins and Drew Lock? These are highly speculation, is what I think. Maybe they're thinking, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver, will be back this next year. He had an ACL tear or whatever, and he's great, and they really needed him. But I just don't think Drew Lock is the answer. I don't think Drew Lock's got it. So I just don't believe. Could he step up? Sure. But I'm not buying. Next guy. I think it's the last one. Barry Sanders. 44, up 22.1%. Other than the 2 guys going to the Super Bowl, he's number 2 on the list in terms of gains. He's only got 3 cards here. Let's look at him. I love Barry. Poor guy. Stuck on the damn Lions his whole life. Terrible. I ate some coffee. What are we drinking? It's in the morning. Give me some whiskey. Just kidding. It's Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Nope, it's Thursday. Ha ha. Barry. Let's pull this up. I'll put some of these cards, the links to some of these cards in the description too. Like probably Barry, Pat, and Tom. I'll probably put those links in there. Because what the Market Movers tool is, like when I click this link, it does this really nice refined search. So that's why I'm going to put it in there for you, so you can just get this nice refined search. Barry, $2,600. Wait, okay, let's look at his chart. This is fascinating me. What? Barry, oh my contrary. What in the world? Pulling back the chart to the beginning of the month. So this card was $1,225 at the beginning of the month. Hit a high of $1,975, but when I go on eBay, 3 days left. This is bid up to $2,600. Is that real? It's gotta be. Jesus. What? What's the pop count on this thing? 1809. Not a super low population count card. Why is it so much more than these two? Okay, we're gonna stay on the video if you want, because I'm gonna dive into this just a little bit. We're gonna take a look. Again, this is why I love this Market Movers tool, because I can do stuff like this and a hell of a lot more. Link in description. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off your first month or your first year. Okay, you got about 3 times as many of this, but it's going for a tenth of this? What? Let's pull it back up to the beginning of the month. 130, 212. Let's bring this to eBay. Goodness. Let's go to the buy it nowsies. See what's going down, boys and gals. Come on, eBay. eBay. Ooh, just not graded. I wouldn't buy these raw. No way. No thank you. No thank you. Nope. What the hell's wrong with... Wait, what's this going for? 212 is the latest sale. Get it for 185 or 200. What was it going for in the auctions? It blows my mind sometimes because you look at auctions and people will be overbidding ones, are already bidding higher than ones that are just straight up for sale. Ending soonest. Okay, 81. 81, oh, interesting. Okay, looks like the market is... Why are you at 165? Is it because of PWCC auctions? You got days left, man. This one's got 6 hours into $81. Why would you be bidding on the other ones? Anyways, so we're gonna dive in just a little bit more. This is the type of stuff I do behind the scenes, or this is like a video I make to show my society members. Like I'll be going through. I'll do this. What you're seeing me do, I'll do this, and then I'll just show them what I find, like stuff like this, like these charts. Let's pull this back. Why is that one berry going up so much and these other ones aren't? Maybe this is undervalued. Because he is a legend, like I said, by people like this. 150. Pretty low pop count. Barely. Oh, I don't want this. He's in his college jersey. I don't want that. But this one. Do I still have that up? No. Let's look. Let's keep looking. Links in the description for the sports cards site. Again, I'm going to be raising the price pretty soon. 4366. Again, let's pull that back again. So this card's steadily going up. 130. Latest sale 212. 186. What did I say on that? No, not that one. Let's click the eBay link again. Sure, I'll take it. Oh, it's an auto. Barry must have just signed it because this didn't come with an auto. Interesting. Maybe that's a good buy. Check this out. I'm going to give you a freebie right here. We're going to go back to this scorecard. And we're going to compare the 10 to the 9. And see what the ratio is. Search, baby. Interesting. So, the 10, back here at the beginning of the week, let's pull this back to the beginning of the month. At the beginning of the month, 1225 to 150. So, let's see here. I'm going to actually come down here and click this fancy little ratios tab, which I love. Because what did I tell you about PSA 10s and PSA 9s? There's a certain ratio I kind of look at. It's not a hard rule, but it's a good guide, and I got to use my judgment. So let's take a look. So this car, actually, if we pull let's pull up the 10 again on eBay. Somehow it's up to $2,600. 14. Jesus Christ. I'm going to click this, though, real quick. We'll take a look-see. 2,000. Looks like we had a couple confirmed sales of 2,425. This just happened. So on Market Movers, what they do is they do kind of an average. And sometimes it takes them a day or two to put the sale in their system. So we had one at 24. For some reason, people just pay more when it comes from PWCC auctions. That's what I'm looking at. I'm realizing here. Why? I don't know. But we'll say 2,000. Whoops. Gotta click the sold button, baby. $2,600. Goodness gracious. I mean, what? Anyways, back to the data. 10 and the 9. What's the 9 going for? Let's go to eBay on that. 168 with those 7 hours left. 150 with 5 days left. Any just straight up buy it now. 200, 189. What do we say it was going for here? Roughly 188. So that's about right. Even though this one's going up, because back here it's 150. This is 12.25. Let's see what the percentage gain is here. 55% for the blue, which is the 10 over the course of the month, and the purple has only went up about 25%. So I feel like there's some value here. Here's the ratio: 10. Population count. Well, that's something you got to take into account too, because there are a lot more 9s than there are 10s. So the 3.5 rule, I wouldn't apply it here. But I don't know. This still might be an undervalued card. I'll leave a link for both of these in the description, okay? Get that nice refined search in there. Interesting. That might be a pretty good buy. I mean, sure, there's, 3.5 times more 9s than there are 10s, but there's still a total population count of under 10,000. And do I really think that the 10 is worth 10 times more than the 9? I don't. I think that's probably a pretty good value right there, because I think that this should probably be about 5 times more. I think this should be about 5 times more than this. That's what I think. Anyways, I'll leave a link there. All the links in the description. If you want to get in the NFL Prism Cello Pack giveaway, follow me on YouTube. Leave a comment on this video and other videos. Follow on Instagram and then Twitter or TikTok, whatever your social media drug of choice, boys and girls. All right, card pack. Also, the Sports Card Society is also links in the description. I'll be raising the price on that soon. And this Market Movers tool, links in the description. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off your first month or your first year. Stay classy, card pack. You're awesome.